If there's one character and one character only that I do want to give a last tryout before their best in slot support will be coming into the game, that has to be the one and only, the first ever 5-star in the game, and that is going to be Seele. Now, before anyone says something, because I already know you're typing it out, I already know you're thinking about it. Yes, I say Seele. That's the way I've always said it, and the reason I do say it is not because I just want to disregard the English dub of Honkai Star Rail. No, it's because in Honkai Impact 3rd, it's quite literally Seele. That's the way that it's been said all this time, and that's the way it's been ingrained in my brain. It won't ever change. So let me know, I guess, in the comments how you say it, if it's the English dub or another dub's way, and also let me know if you're still using Seele, because I feel like right now I cannot wait any longer for Seele to come out, just because she has been just such an amazing unit, and of course how much we've praised how amazing she's been since the start of the game up until recent. She's just been doing an amazing job. Now, the one thing I do want to talk about today specifically is testing her out before Sparkle comes out is going to be a big, I guess you could say, evolution of the character, because I think right now, in all honesty, and it's sad to say because this is one of my favorite characters, I was so excited to go ahead and support from the day she came out, which was the release, and she's also already gotten her rerun as well. I think there's two options that are going to come out very, very soon when it comes to Seele's path and the rest of her journey in Honkai Star Rail. One is she actually performs to a competitive level with Sparkle as soon as Sparkle releases, because as we may know, the skill point positiveness of Sparkle, the crit damage buff from Sparkle, all these different things that Sparkle provides help Seele so much in that area, and seeing that these two could work together and do absolutely amazing things, especially in a team like Mono Quantum, which again I will be showcasing out as soon as she releases. There's just a lot of really good things that come with Sparkle and Seele being on the same team. Right now, when it comes to the content they're going to be looking for, and yes, I'm about to put Seele through the ringer, because we are going to be taking her into MOC 12, which is going to be, this is the wrong one, it is MOC 11, and we're going to be taking her against Sam, who has a quantum weakness. And this is just to show that currently there's just not a lot of things going in her favor, especially with how tanky these bosses are, how tanky these units are in the game right now, with them having a crap ton of HP, and with them having a crap ton of HP and them having a small selection of ads really that they bring out. It kind of puts Seele in the worst possible spot, because as we may know, in her talent, the main thing that she goes around is her resurgence state, which gives her all her attacks a great ton of buffs when it comes to penetration, when it comes to a damage buff, all that type of stuff. She's just been absolutely amazing in that regards to having resurgence. And when the game first came out, up until halfway, every mob was just a skill away from dying. They used the skill for Seele, you're good. You use the skill on some boss, maybe they lost half their health or something like that. She was just that good at the time, and you could clear out waves of enemies with just Seele alone. And if you had Bronya, you would be able to delete everything in your path. This was such a great character, and she still was a great character. But now that we've entered into Pentacania, where these characters have a lot more resistance to things, where these characters are a lot tankier than what we've seen before in version 1.0 and forward, this is where she starts losing her, I guess you say, whole kit, because for the most part, she doesn't get to do her wave clearing type of thing, because everyone is so tanky on the field that she can't ever proc resurgence. This stops you from having the damage you wanted from the resurgence buff, the penetration, all that type of stuff, and also the main portion of her kit, which is the turn stealing mechanic. If you can't turn steal, you're wasting a lot of, I guess you say, damage coming from Seele, and if she can't do it, she's just definitely not going to be the character that we want to use, considering that we have a lot of characters right now that just are absolutely absurd and can do so much damage for so little conditions. It hurts. You know, we have characters like Jing Liu, characters like Don Hung, who will also be getting buffed with Sparkle's release. We have characters like Blade, we have characters like Kafka, Jing Yuan. There's a lot of different characters. While they all have their struggles in their own way, and they all have their kits to a niche that they love, no one, I think, at the current moment suffers as much from the characters getting tankier than Seele. Even Jin Yuan, with his Lightning Lord being CC'd and getting thrown down, at least you still get to do 200,000 damage, you know, periodically, and having a really strong skill that hits for like 100k, which we did recently with the Jin Yuan video. For Seele, you get your skill off, that's the end of your turn. You get your normal off, that's the end of your turn. You get your ult off, that's the end of your turn. And although it used to put up some competitive numbers and some really great numbers, now it's just not cutting it for a lot of the new content. So today's showcase It's not to make her look bad, 100%. It's to show how she is versus the current content. But what better way to show how she is now than to take her into MOC 11 at the current moment, the brand new one with Quantum Weakness. And I'm also kind of confused on what team I really want to bring for this. I do know that most of these people don't have Quantum on them, so I'm really thinking of putting Silverwolf, Fu Xuan, Bronya, and Seele, which would be one of her better teams. I know, of course, Bronya would be a lot better if she was Sparkle, because it would be the mono quantum aspect. I can 100% guarantee quantum on everybody. And then also Ting Yun could be a spot instead of Silverwolf, but with how little quantum we have on these characters, there's just no way that Seele is going to be able to brute force her way through it. So we are going to be taking Silverwolf, Bronya, Seele, and also Fu Xuan into MOC 11. So from that point on, let's just go ahead and get straight to the showcase. Now we are here in MOC 11 against Sam, and by far a lot of people have been struggling with a lot of these newer bosses, especially with the new mechanics that they're bringing out, a lot of the different things that they are showing out. So today we are bringing Fu Xuan, Silverwolf, Bronya, and Seele, what I would argue being one of her better teams in my honest opinion. So we're gonna go ahead, get us in there. Now a lot of stuff is dependent on us doing very well. First of all, one thing that we do need to know is that yes, these characters outright are going to be tanky, and it's going to be very hard for us to do some damage on them if we don't get the right weaknesses. And this is why we need Sparkle, because now I kind of have no way or no reason to give Seele any type, and I mean any type of damage boost right now, because she's just not going to do anything without any buffs, especially with no quantum weakness on there to help me out. This is just terrible. So if y'all want to see what a damage a Seele can do with 82 184, and her skill is 9, her ultimate is 8, her talent is 8, normal numbers for what a person would level these characters up to, this is what you get. You get 21k from a skill, single target, and we don't get the turn back from Seele, which sucks because we do need something super conditional from her. And again, we're gonna do the same thing as well, throw in a Bronya skill, throw in a Bronya ult. We're gonna do Seele's skill, we're gonna do Seele's ultimate and see how much damage that does without even the weakness, and of course against an enemy that we are supposed to be killing and one-shotting, because that would give us the turn right back. And doing so, we're going to be getting 43k. That's pretty all right for a skill, but we are using Bronya and also Bronya skill and ult. 108k, really nice. I'm not gonna lie and say here that she doesn't have the damage, but when it comes to her kit and the way she plays, it is really hard to be happy with like her whole kit being taken away. Why did I get win twice? Why did I get win twice? And I don't know why Starrow's been doing this right now, but my camera for some reason likes to freeze whenever I'm doing a showcase on Starrow, and like something's happening on the screen and it just starts freezing my camera. I have no idea why it's doing that. We do have to re-up the Fu Xuan field so that we don't die, but we are now in a crazy deficit of skill points, so we are gonna have the basic with Seele at the current moment. I don't think we would have killed with the skill, and I'm gonna have to do the same thing with the Bronya. Hopefully getting quantum on this, dude. There's no way we hit. Okay, guys, listen. Guys, listen. The fact that I can't guarantee quantum, now if I hit a 1 out of 4 chance each time with Silverwolf's implant, that's kind of insane, because now I have no way of breaking their shields reliably. This freaking sucks. Now, can I kill with the skill here? I cannot. I cannot. Yeah, this sucks. Against tankier enemies, this definitely sucks 100%, because Seele's not getting a resurgence. This team quite literally cannot get a lot of skill points on top of each other. Let's get a quantum. What? Dude, I have to have the worst luck. I have to have the worst luck. There is no way possible this is the case. I am absolutely unlucky. What in the world am I looking at? Because what we're supposed to be doing is having quantum shredded with Fu Xuan, Silverwolf, and also Seele, and then we're good. We do some damage. But looking at what we could do right now, because I'm pretty sure people are asking, why are you basic attacking with Bronya? Why are you basic attacking with Seele? You should be doing damage. because I'm not going to get him anywhere near what I would want anyway with wasting the skill points, and bringing it up to a combo would be our best case scenario right now, because we don't have a lot of quantum weakness on this stage, and we don't have a lot of quantum weakness on the newer MOCs. And when a boss is quantum weak and we want to use mono quantum, that would help the most. So having Sparkle here would help so much, because not only will we be able to guarantee the quantum weakness on the enemy, saving a lot of skill points for Silwolf, so we could just basic attack with her. We would also get a surplus of skill points so that Seele can non-stop skill every single time she's on the field, and I don't have to waste time trying to set up a combo to do a fat ton of damage onto the enemy. So what we're gonna do now, just to show everyone that it's kind of wasted damage to do this without a bunch of buffs, we're gonna do the skill. That's 24k. That's pretty nice. We're probably gonna hit 100 to 80k right here as well, and it's gonna be what, half the health bar with a proper looking. We finally got quantum. Look at that. After he's almost dead, we finally got quantum. That sucks so bad, dude. 28k normal. That's pretty cool. That's kind of annoying, I won't lie. And we're probably just gonna grind up skill points for now, just because we can afford to do so, because the turn is about to end anyway, and Seele can end with the skill, not skill, normal, hopefully. Okay, thank God. We get to keep the cycle. I think we're already 2 down. we're somewhere in that nature. But now here comes the hard part. When Seele is against multiple very tanky bosses, this is the problem here. Now, one thing I'm scared about, and I mean I am scared about, if this hits wind again, because surely it won't. Okay, thank God. I should have probably done the skill with the ultimate with Bronya and then did several, but it's fine. I am fine with that. Let's go ahead and give Seele that. Let's go ahead and also give her a crit damage boost, so we can get some damage into this guy. And let's see how much we get. 59k skill, not too bad. I was seeing if we could hit that dude beforehand, because that's the general rule of what you want to do. You want to keep him happy, so he's actually giving you energy and helping the team out. And like I said, this showcase isn't supposed to make Seele look bad. This showcase is just to show the problems that she is going to have with current content when it goes around not having enough skill points, not being able to guarantee a quantum implant with Silwolf, which is a very important thing for Seele to be able to have on her team. And it's just overall not having the skill points, just spam skill every single time, because yes, Seele will be going a great amount of times with the speed that she has, and also with her being able to give herself the extra turns. You really want to have these surplus of skill points, because if you don't, you're losing all the damage you would have got with Seele utilizing her kit. So hopefully with the crit damage buff, the buff that comes from Sparkle, we can get some nasty damage numbers out there with Seele, and being able to possibly get these enemies down quicker, allowing her to actually use her kit the way she's supposed to. And going against these characters right here like Sam and this robot and the TV, who don't spawn in ads for us to cheese our way into taking out a mob, hitting a boss, taking out a mob, hitting a boss. That way we get that quantum penetration, that damage boost. That way we can combo all the things we have when it comes to Silwolf and Bronya. That'd be the best possible scenario for him. But right now, as you can see, we really don't got a lot of options, because we're not going to take him anywhere near low health with a skill, and we don't have enough to get an ultimate either. It's just rough when it comes to the brand new enemies we're dealing with, when it comes to all these characters that are in the game versus Seele, or all the enemies in the game versus Seele. And it sucks, because a lot of these characters right now in the game, they really do, and I mean really do, have a big advantage over Seele, because they're not as hyper conditionalized as her trying to get her resurgent. Look at that, 158k. We love to see it. See, she can do the damage, but the problem is we never get her resurgence. And we need to set up some really great combos to get her to do something like that as well. And it sucks that the TV's gone. I would have loved if it prioritized Sam a little bit more, because that would have helped us out in getting some energy off for everyone else. But we're just gonna have to deal with it. We're gonna have to wait till we whittle down this guy a little bit more, give Seele a basic attack here so we can get some skill points, and then trying to see what's the best possible plan. Yeah, we're gonna do a normal. We're gonna get everyone their skills. We're going to do a Silwolf implant to give him that reduction in his actual defenses. Wow. Okay, I was about to say, why did he give me win, but I forgot he already has quantum on him. So I'll let it stay. Hopefully. Okay, I got the skill point back. Whale benefits, Lamel. So we're going to go ahead and give him that Silverwolf defense down, Silverwolf resident plant, all that type of stuff. 29k hit, not that crazy. We're gonna go ahead and do Bronya ult, giving a lot of crit damage to Seele. See what we're gonna give her. How much does she have right now? We are currently at 82,240. Now imagine if I fail this crit. She has 240 crit damage, so she should be hitting super duper hard right now. So skill, ult. Okay, 101k. What is it called? 101k skill. That is amazing. Now, what about that ultimate? One shot. 200k ultimate. That's pretty good. But did you just see how much chunk of damage that Sam still had? We went from 60 to 40. That is absolutely insanity. So it's not Seele's fault that she's in this predicament. It really isn't, because she still has an amazing kit, phenomenal kit, and the stuff that she does give herself versus a lot of the other characters in the game, she still by far is one of the stronger characters in the game when it comes to a lot of different avenues of how you would play the game. And seeing where she is right now and seeing how, dang, he gave me a lot of skill points. Seeing where she is right now is solely due to the fact that the characters or the enemies that she's going up against aren't in her favor the way you would want her to be, because they are so tanky. None of them spawn in mobs, so you can't really use her to the degree you would want to, you know, versus these characters with Seele. So that's the only problem we have right here. Silverwolf is going to go ahead and give the final attack, keeping us with cycle in. I think we went into what, 5 cycle territory. These new bosses are tough, don't get it wrong. These new bosses are very tanky, very tough, very strong. So it is hard for a lot of these older characters that were based around their versions enemies to be able to do so. Of course, Seele had the low food enemies that res, taking away her resurgence. She was just too strong at that point, and that was a slight way to nerf her. But then if you had Pella, you were good. If you had Luocha, you were good. But this overall is just a straight up HP block for something like Seele, where she would really love to have ads come out from the boss, like, oh, you killed all my ads, I'm spawning more. And then Seele does very good there. This Seele, in all honesty, 71,184. I would say this is a pretty good Seele with her signature light cone. No Eidolon. She does have her quantum set with Rudolin Arena. She has everything she needs. So sadly, right now where she is, she can't pull up as much value with how the characters are in the game right now, how the enemies are. It's not really suited for her. Hopefully with Sparkle, which I'm hoping, because I really loved using Seele, and having a really strong mono quantum team is hopefully going to change the fact that we have the guaranteed implant, we have that advance forward, we have that crit damage, all of those things. So other than that, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you think about Seele. Are you still using her? Do you have the same sentiment where you feel like she's too, I can say, restricted, or she's blocked from being able to be the best of herself? Because I do think she is an amazing character, but of course we'll have to wait till Sparkle comes out to be able to test her out again in Memory of Chaos. So other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. See you on the next one, and peace.